we are missing one of the two readers. I will impose upon you, friends, to wait with me 5 minutes to give them a little time. If they're not here in 5 minutes, we'll proceed. I will read the part. I would really prefer not to. I try to make sure that it's a lay person reading that particular part, but I'm not vested, so it's slightly less imposing, I feel like. And I'll also be playing, so I might actually have to read from back here, but that's all right. We can make it work. But we'll just give them a little bit of time, if you don't mind. Just relax into the stillness of this place. Alhamdulillah, we have a pinch hitter. Many thanks to Maureen, who is an incredibly faithful person who comes to the midday Eucharists here and has the most astonishing depth of faith. So a good pinch hitter for beautiful T-Bird, who I hope is okay. I tried phoning and I have heard nothing, so I can only hope that it's something more like scatterbrainness than something worse than that, which we have all dealt with, I'm sure. Welcome everybody to this service, to the Teilhard de Chardin Mass on the World. If you have never been here before, welcome to this cathedral church and to this service. I'm Claire, I am one of the clergy here. And we started doing this a few years ago when I discovered that this poem had been made into a service. So the writer, Pierre Teilhard de Chardin, was a French, I can't remember if he was a Jesuit. I think he's a Jesuit, yes. And he was one of those really amazing people who just did like all the things. And so one of the many things that he did was archaeology. So he found himself in outer Mongolia, I think, in the middle of nowhere, doing some work. And as a Jesuit, he would have been required to observe and celebrate the Eucharist every day. But when you're in outer Mongolia and you don't have any bread with you, any wine, any altar, any of the things that you are required to have by the strictures of the church, it's very hard to celebrate the Eucharist. So he was thinking to himself, oh dear, what am I going to do? And the way he decided to go about it was to, in this wilderness place, offer up all of the labor of all the beings on the planet that day as the bread, the broken body, on the altar of the earth, and the praise to the Holy One. In that way, using only what was there and what God has so graciously provided and what other beings have provided out of their own hearts. And he composed this poem, and then it was taken and made into a liturgy, into what we have here, by the Reverend Cynthia Bourgeau, who is a superstar of the Christian contemplative community. And it's so beautiful, and I thought, oh, we should totally do this in Holy Week. So we've done it for the last few years, and I've always tried as best as I can to find readers that were not ordained. In the original liturgy, they are listed as priest and deacon, and I make sure that it is never a priest and never a deacon in the traditional sense. It is the beautiful ministers of God's purpose. So we have Maureen and we have Casey, and I'm also very happy that Casey will read today. It's just lovely to have them. So this is a very contemplative service. Nothing is required of you. There's no bulletin. You can just sink into the stillness. There will be one point where Maureen will say, Lord, make us one, and we'll say it together almost like a chant. And we can just let it kind of continue, and when it subsides, it subsides. There's lots of spaciousness here. And when it does subside, I'm going to be playing the whole time, and I'll sort of fade out, and then after that fade out, there'll be a very, very long and very juicy silence. And you don't have to worry about when it ends, because you will know when it is over and the service is over. I will stand up, and I'm going to light a little candle just over there. When I get up and blow it out, you will know that, as my dear friend, the Reverend Dr. Pittman Parter says, our worship is concluded, our service begins. That's how you will know. You'll see there's it's kind of like a prayer station over there with a prayer jar, and there's some little wooden hearts and some little origami things. If you just feel really compelled at any point to kind of offer up a prayer, you can go and pick one up and pop it in the jar, and that can be your offering. But you don't have to do that. You can really just sit and be present with us. So why don't we just take a deep breath? How about one more?
altar, I will raise myself beyond these symbols, up to the pure majesty of the real itself. I, your priest, will make the whole world my altar, and on it will offer you all the labors and sufferings of the world. Over there, on the horizon, the sun has just touched with light the outermost fringe of the eastern sky. Once again, beneath this moving sheet of fire, the living surface of the earth wakes, and once again begins its fearful travail. I will place on my paten, O God, the harvest to be won by this renewal of labor. Into my chalice I shall pour all the sap, which is to be pressed out this day from the earth's fruits. My chalice and my paten are the depths of a soul laid widely open to all the forces which in a moment will rise up from every corner of the earth and converge upon the Spirit. Grant me the remembrance and the mystic presence of all those whom the light is now awakening to a new day. Once upon a time.
No,
Oh, is yours next? Okay, sorry.
just pause. One by one, Lord, I see and I love all those whom you have given me to sustain and charm my life. One by one, I also number those who make up that other beloved family, which has gradually surrounded me. Its unity fashioned out of the most disparate elements, with affinities of the heart, of scientific research, and of thought. And one by one, more vaguely it is true, yet all inclusively, I call before me the whole vast anonymous army of living humanity, those who surround me and support me, though I do not know them, those who come and those who go. Above all, those who in office, laboratory, and factory, through their vision of truth or despite their error, truly believe in the progress of earthly reality and who today will again take up their impassioned pursuit of the light. This restless multitude, confused or orderly, the immensity of which terrifies us, this ocean of humanity, whose slow, monotonous wave flows trouble the hearts of even those whose faith is most firm. It is to this deep that I thus desire all the fibers of my being should respond, all the things in the world to which this day will bring increase, all those that will diminish, all those too that will die, all of them, Lord. I try to gather into my arms so as to hold them out to you in offering. This is the material of my sacrifice, the only material you desire.
Once upon a time, humans took into your temple the first fruits of their harvest, the flower of their flocks. But the offering you really want the offering you mysteriously need each day to appease your hunger, to slake your thirst, is nothing less than the growth of the world borne ever onward in the stream of universal becoming. Receive, O Lord, this all-embracing host, which your whole creation, moved by your magnetism, offers you at this dawn of the new day.
This bread, our toil, is of itself. I know, but in immense fragmentation, this wine, our pain, is no more. I know, than a draught that dissolves. Yet in the very depths of this formless mass you have implanted, and this I am sure of, for I sense it, a desire, irresistible, hallowing, which makes us cry out, believer and unbeliever alike, Lord, make us one.
Lord, make us one.
Lord,
make us
make
one.
us one.
Lord, make us one.
Lord, make us one.
Lord, make us
make
one.
us one.
Lord, make us one.
Lord, make us one.
Lord,
Lord,
make us
make us
one.
one.
Lord,
Lord,
make us
make us
one.
one.
Lord,
Lord,
make
make
us
us
one.
one.